Obviously, there's some awkward tension between sis versus bro and the Norris Nuts, mostly between Biggie and Ronald, and I know exactly why. Now, I think this feud started a year ago when this edit was posted between Ronald and Biggie, and since then it just escalated. If you guys don't remember this clip,
I can actually bench 60 kilos, which is 10 more kilos more than my body weight.
And 30 kilos less than Ronald.
Whatever Ronald can do, I'm gonna beat it. Watch me.
So basically, Biggie was the first one to call out Ronald. He said that he basically is stronger than Ronald, and Ronald did not like that because he reposted this video on his TikTok and made this comment. And after Biggie said that comment about Ronald went ahead and reacted to the Norris Nuts, and people just felt the tension between Ronald and the Norris Nuts in this video.
This morning because I went to the gym. Here's the burger.
All right, Biggie.
Okay. I see how it is.
And then shortly after, of course, the Norris Nuts reacted to Ronald reacting to the Norris Nuts, and you can also see the tension between the Norris Nuts versus Ronald. I'm not gonna lie, I think this is the most interesting thing that's happening with the Norris Nuts this year, besides moving. But like, as you guys may know, everyone thinks that the Norris Nuts flopped after their big move, so maybe this whole feud thing will give them some clout. What do y'all think about this? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below.
Elliana rose to fame when she appeared on Dance Moms back in 2016. Since then, she became this huge online celebrity with over 2 million followers on Instagram and over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Though she may seem perfect, there's a dark truth about her that she actually spoke about a few years ago, and it seems to have resurfaced back on the internet. Let's get into it, guys. According to Elliana's YouTube video that was posted a few months back, she said that her brother Luke actually assaulted her when she was only 5 years old. I really wanted to find out who this creep Luke is, but there's nothing online about him besides his name. There's no records according to like his age, height, where he lives currently, or even what's going on with him nowadays. Though I came across an older video of him flipping out and screaming at his sister. Check it out.
You fucking dead!
Record it now.
I will kill you!
My brother actually did something really terrible to me when I was 5 years old and has continued to do it. I, for legal reasons, actually can't say what it is. If it continues to get really bad and he continues to still post stuff, I probably will have to expose it. But let's just say it's really bad and it took away like my innocence. I don't want to talk about it. It's a very like sensitive subject for me. Like, I want to cry every time I think about it.
So in the video, she continues on about her experience with her brother when she was 5 and he was only 10. Though she did say that when that situation happened, he at 10 years old actually did serve time in jail for his actions towards her. She also mentions how he's physically and verbally abusive towards her and her mother. He made a death threat saying that he's going to kill her and her mom. While I'm watching these videos, all I could think about is why on earth do the parents continue to allow their son around their daughter, knowing the actions that he's done to her. And in this video, she actually says that she actually asked her dad to not bring him around her or the family because she knew that something was going to happen, but the father brought him around her anyway. What in the world? So the big question is, where is Luke now? Well, he seems to be keeping a low profile, but her fans want to know what happened to him and is she safe?
Piper drama is never ending. You will not believe what just happened on TikTok between Piper and her cousin. So her cousin posted this TikTok, and a few hours later, Piper responds back with her very own TikTok. And clearly she's throwing shade at her cousin. People in the comments were trying to figure out who Piper's cousin, Claire, was talking about in her TikTok. Because in the description, Claire tags Sophie, which is Piper's ex-best friend. And Claire and Sophie are still friends, which is really weird because Claire is Piper's cousin and she's friends with Piper's ex-best friend. It's confusing. A fan left this comment on Claire's TikTok. Is this who I think it's about? I guess we all assumed it was about Piper. Claire responds and says, it's about fans assuming. So as you guys may know, Claire and Sophie and other X Squad members did an interview with Inside Edition where they exposed Piper's mom, Tiffany. Check out Inside Edition for all of that gossip and for the full interview. That interview is actually really juicy. And since that interview, Piper, Claire, Sophie, and a ton of other ex-squad members have been throwing shade at one another on TikTok. It seems like the feud between Piper and her cousin Claire and Sophie is still going on.
YouTubers that disappeared part 2. So first up, we have this channel called Totally TV. Not gonna lie, I've never heard of them before, but they had over 4 million subscribers and then suddenly disappeared over a year ago and stopped posting videos. I was able to locate one of the girls. She still posts videos on YouTube and does well, but that's about it. They just completely vanished with no explanation. I dislike that. I hate when YouTubers disappear without even giving a reason why. Like, let us know what happened. Did you grow up watching this channel? Let me know in the comments down below. A lot of you guys wanted me to react to this one. Fun Toys Collector Disney Toys review. That's a mouthful. With over 11 million subscribers, they stopped posting 2 years ago. Why? Like, why do they just disappear suddenly? They're so successful. They have a ton of subscribers. They get a ton of views. Why do people just quit all of a sudden? There has to be an explanation for this. Like, I want to know. I really do feel like the #1 reason why YouTubers quit is because of passion. They usually start these channels because they want success, fame, and money, but they're not really passionate about the content that they're posting. That is why whenever I get a bestie that comes to me and asks me like, hey, I want to be a YouTuber. How can I do this? I always tell them, make sure it's a passion. Make sure it's something you enjoy. If you chase after the wrong things like success, fame, and money, your channel is not going to get anywhere and you're not going to grow as successful as you'd want to. Even if you gain 1,000 or 1,000,000 subscribers or you get tons of views, if you're not passionate about the work that you put into your videos, eventually it's all going to fall apart. So please, my best advice for you if you want to be a YouTuber is make sure your heart is fully in it. Don't do it for the money. Don't do it for the fame. Do it because this is something that you always dreamed of doing and you actually enjoy doing. Passion is key for success. Next up, we have Gillian Bauer, who disappeared from YouTube over 3 whole years ago with over 2 million subscribers. Another one who disappeared without a trace. I think this one is most shocking to me because this channel had over 1 million subscribers but disappeared like over 7 whole years ago. Why? Like, what happened? This is such a mystery that I want to like find out more information about. Did you watch any of these channels growing up? Let me know in the comments down below. Another shocking Not Enough Nelsons update has just been shared. So as you guys may know, Not Enough Nelsons on their main channel are quitting family vlogging, and on Zion Made, they just did this huge major bombshell on us and just quit this YouTube channel. As you guys know, on Zion Made, it was a father and son duo channel, along with Not Enough Nelson's father and his son Bridger, the missing child. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I made a whole video about this. Check it out. Seems like the rumors are true, you guys. It has been rumored that Bridger Nelson has been excluded and outcasted from the family, and it seems like it's very much true. I made a whole video about this, go check it out. But basically it was rumored that Bridger was no longer with the family and has been outcasted. So we all know about Cassidy's pregnancy, and apparently Bridger had no idea about this and only found out on Instagram. He posted these on his Instagram story. Congrats sis, crazy, I'm just finding out. Haha to everyone responding, I never got told anything. I found out through Instagram, little embarrassing, I know, my bad. Major shade towards his family. Why wouldn't they tell him? Seems like he's very much outcasted from the family and has been excluded for a few years now. So back in 2019, Bridger had a rough time. He received a DUI, he went to rehab, and then lived with his uncle. Seems like the family just had a rough patch with him and aren't as close as they used to be. Kind of sad. What do y'all think about Bridger being outcasted by his own family and not told about his sister's pregnancy? And finding out on Instagram, that's brutal. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. So with that being said, that could be one of the reasons why this channel came to an end. At least that's what people are assuming in the comments. I had a feeling this channel was going to be discontinued because Bridger stopped filming, and I know the Nelsons are busy. Sorry to see this come to an end. Love Bridger and hope all is well with him. He was great with this. Do you think this channel came to an end because of the situation that's going on with Bridger and his family? Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Also, besties, if you want a shout out in my video, all you have to do is tag me in some tea on TikTok, on YouTube, or on Instagram.